Hello everyone, welcome to Rockshire Gaming. My name is Eric. Today we are going to be doing another look at the current state of Marvel United Multiverse. Specifically right now, we are going to be checking out everything that was revealed, unlocked, and whatnot from days 14 and 15 of the campaign. Specific dates are the stuff that was announced and revealed on January 31st and February 1st. And yeah, so let's go ahead and switch to the view and get going on that. So as we always do, we are going to take a look at the homepage for Marvel United Multiverse. Currently, the total is at $2,262,200. We're covering updates 60 through 66 in this video. With that said, because of the fact that I'm filming this the morning of February 2nd, Groundhog Day, happy birthday to me, the stretch goal that was not unlocked last night at midnight is currently unlocked. I don't know who it is. I haven't actually even gone through and looked. I'm actually waiting to see if my phone and Twitter is going to spoil it for me. If I decide to, depending on how long this video goes, I might just take a peek at who the villain is. And I say villain, it probably isn't a villain because we just had a villain two updates ago, technically. But we'll see who the character is, or if it's a character, or if it's a deck, or some other random thing that we haven't seen yet. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the math. So I already talked about the price, or the price. I already talked about the pledge level. 13,441 backers as of right now. In this campaign, so far we unlocked during day 14 and 15. We did unlock the Ursa Major character plus 2 other characters. So as far as characters go in this campaign, we are currently sitting at unlocked 38, 39 because of the fact that we do know we're technically on day 16 right now. We do know that someone was unlocked, and I do find it funny that we went from 262 down to 261. So people adjusting their pledges. Now I understand why CMON doesn't announce as soon as the ding happens. But so we are currently sitting at, as of day 15, unlocked characters, 38 characters. In comparison, in the first Marvel United on day 15, we unlocked, through day 14 and 15, they finally unlocked Falcon, they finally unlocked, and then they unlocked Vision and Nova with the help on the 15th of the Spider-Verse box. So that brought the total count up to 26 characters at the end of day 15. In the X-Men campaign at the end of day 15, on day 14, so day 13, as we talked about, they had, CMON had unlocked the X-Force box. So on day 14, with the help of the Deadpool box being revealed, they unlocked the Broad Queen and Dupe. And then on day 15, they unlocked X-23. So that is the characters we unlocked there. So that is on its own 3 additional characters unlocked at the day on day 15. Now, if you are counting stretch goal characters that come in the stretch goal box, this gets us up to 34 characters in the X-Men campaign. However, if you add in the X-Force box and the 5 characters in there, even though they're in a separate box, that brings the count up to 39 figures at the end of day 15. So we are technically now 1 character behind on the X-Men campaign. I saw a comment somewhere on Facebook where somebody had, I think it was on Facebook, where they said that they didn't think that we were revealing or we are unlocking as many characters as the X-Men campaign did. We haven't unlocked as much money. I don't think we've hit, I'd have to actually go back and look and see how much it was. because I don't have it written down, but I don't think we've hit the, let's go look at Kickstarter, because the X-Force to unlock that, I'm realizing, was the amount for that Marvel United hit. Let's take a look at that real fast. Marvel United finished at 2,866,168. So we haven't gotten to Marvel United 1's numbers yet. I'm going to put that over there. We are still just over $600,000 away, which we can easily be attainable. So I imagine this Kickstarter is going to outperform Marvel United. Marvel United X-Men finished out at just under 6 million. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near the 6 million mark. It just depends on what what today is today? Thursday. It depends on what expansions are going to be offered on day on Monday or this coming Friday, so tomorrow, February 3rd, and then Monday. With that said, remember the X-Men campaign did have near the entirety of Marvel United 1 thrown in there, so that was going to inflate the numbers. I'd be curious to see how much was actually for X-Men and how much was for the first Marvel United in those numbers. But again, we will never know. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the updates, starting with update number 60 on Wings of Freedom. So on the 31st, we did, as I said, unlock Ursa Major. Thank you for all the people who pledged at that point, and that was with the help of the $35 Secret Invasion box. People increasing their pledges up for that. The next character we got was the Sam Wilson version of Captain America. I think this sculpt looks pretty good. I like it a lot. I do. The thing I like about this one is he is shown flying. The other Falcon figure did not. It wasn't flying. The wings were kind of just extended, so he had more of a presence, footprint presence on the board. But I like this one a lot. I do like the fact that they show him flying in motion and whatnot. He does get one equipment card, which, surprise, surprise, is going to be his shield. It says here, as Captain America, Sam Wilson's leadership inspires his teammates, granting them extra heroic and attack tokens. So he's going to have some kind of version of the leadership cards, most likely. His military training allows him to double the attack symbols on the previous hero card on the storyline, and he also gains extra attacks from his expert use of Captain America's shield. On top of that, his wings provide Sam with the amazing mobility, doubling each move he performs. So he's getting a lot of doubles there, and he is going to be part of the Avengers team. So that was update number 60 for Sam Wilson, Captain America. So then we go on to on the same day, I believe, they revealed the Multiverse tokens. So if you are getting Multiverse and you're getting the expansions and you have everything, including tokens from the original campaigns, then you are going to get 100-ish engraved tokens that will go along with everything you have or need from the Multiverse box. With that said, so this token pack is only going to be $20. It's going to have different things in there, including, I kind of think no, those are shields. Those aren't. Those are like Deadpool symbols for a second there, but those are not. They're going to be, this includes all the new tokens in the Multiverse core box and any new tokens that are part of optional buys and expansions and all that stuff. This set is also going to include the tokens that are new tokens that are introduced during the Spider-Geddon core box. So if you are someone who is planning on getting Spider-Geddon and you want to get the tokens for that box, the new tokens that are going to be coming in that box, you'll need to pick up this optional buy if you want plastic tokens. If you just want to go with your regular cardboard, you're all set with doing that. Let's see, these tokens take on the original, blah, blah. All right, so these are all the different tokens on here. So we have 4 play randomly face down tokens, 1 Rick Jones, Betty Ross token. So they are not going to give that as its own token like Senator Kelly. It's going to be double-sided. 6 Spider Bot tokens, 6 Spot tokens, 3 Target tokens, 8 Herald tokens, 1 Crowbar, 3 Water, 6 Terrigen Mist, 1 Seismic Barrier, 4 KO tokens from the War of Kings, which I think we already have KO tokens right here. Yeah, KO tokens right there. KO tokens, 6 location control tokens, 6 danger tokens, 9 shield tokens, and 8 find the chameleon tokens, plus almost 30 more tokens for stuff that is coming up. And we'll take a look and see if anything is in there. I don't think so. So with that note, this does not contain any tokens that were part of the original token pack. So they're going to be re-offering the plastic tokens from season 1, which again, as I'm holding up here, I own and I use. I like these. These are a lot sturdier. I like the clank noise even when you put it onto the cardboard locations. It just has a nice little like noise when you throw a token on there. It's very nice. I like them. Spoiler alert, if you're, spoiler alert, I guess, if you do watch the Fantastic Four gameplay video, we are going to be using the plastic tokens and the cardboard locations in dashboards. So got a lot of things on that game alone that are going to be optional buys in here. Again, I make no money whatsoever off any of this because, this is a brand new channel with less than 40 subscribers at this point that I know of. But I would encourage you, like I said, if you have the extra money. If you don't have the extra money, don't worry about it. But if you have the extra money, I would suggest getting the upgrades for no other reason than they just feel nicer, and you don't have to worry. Like cardboard, yes, you're going to have to worry if like your kid spills these or anything, something on this. Or you spill something on it, then you will have to worry about the cardboard being ruined, but you won't have to worry about these tokens here being ruined, or messed up. If something gets spilled on them. So there is that. So they are offering that optional buy at $40. With that said, I did go back and look at the X-Men campaign where they offered those plastic tokens, and they were $40 during the X-Men campaign, and I don't think... Did they offer plastic tokens during the first campaign? I don't think they did, because this set had all the... this set by itself had all the Multiverse tokens, and it's the color of the X-Men box. So yeah, there is that. So and for context, here is the empty box of plastic tokens if you were wanting to see what that looked like. So this is what your stuff would come in. This right here, plastic tokens. I'm probably not going to do, I did like I said, an unboxing video of the Fantastic Four and the stretch goal box and everything like that. Probably won't do one on these. I don't, unless you want to see that and see what comes in those boxes. There's that. So yeah, that's the plastic tokens. That was what was revealed on the 31st. Then we get to on the same day, on the 31st, we got a new update, Rise Thy Sword. So we did unlock Captain America with the help of the original and new plastic tokens at 2090K. And then, much to a lot of people's joy, I didn't care as much, but I'm joking about the joy. A lot of people keep getting upset about them, but they did reveal the Sword Bearers of Krakoa team deck. This is going to be for characters specifically from the X of Swords storyline going on. I will admit I haven't read X-Men since the comic book series X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold, when the the X-Men proper, where the mansion was in the middle of Central Park, and the in X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue was still the original 5 X-Men time lost sent to the future. They weren't really pushing the X-Men books that much at the time because the Fox deal had not gone through yet with Disney. So we were still trying to, I guess, push the Inhumans at the time. So this is going to be all the characters that are in that storyline. There's 18 cards. Looking on here, there are going to be This is going to be the team that's part of it. Captain Britain, the Betsy Braddock version, Cypher, Darkchild, Cable, Logan, Apocalypse, Captain Britain from the Mutant promos, Magic, Weapon X, Storm, and Wolverine. I believe that is going to be one, two. I think it's 8 individual because there's 8 cards instead of 6 in this one, and so it's going to go to 8 individual characters. So I'm assuming both Captain Britain's count as 1, Cypher 2, Darkchild Magic 3, Cable 4, all the Wolverines 5, Apocalypse 6, Storm 7. So unless Captain Britain is counting as the 8th one by himself. But the Sword Bearers of Krakoa team deck allows these heroes to wield their mighty swords to great effect. So each of these cards matches to a sword bearer, a character. I don't know if you are only grabbing 6 of those cards during the course of the game, during the beginning of the game. You can only play as 4 characters in the game, and each one of the cards corresponds specifically to a character. So do they name the cards here? Yeah, Cable can use the Light of Galador to deal damage on adjacent locations. Wolverine can use the Muramasa Blade to gain attack tokens or heal. So each one of those characters gets their own sword. There are no negative effects in this, but you may not get a card drawn specifically for your character, which also means I don't think you're going to be taking out just the 4 cards for your character, because that should be easy enough if you're using an entire team of sword bearers. I don't think you're, unless I didn't read something that I'm trying to like quickly go through so not make this an hour-long video. Yeah, so because of each card only benefiting 1 hero, that's why they're not adding a negative effect card to this one. So like I said, we got that optional buy there, and then I think still on the 31st. Yep. No, well, not this isn't anything. They did the painted marvels. So again, Secret Invasion. Here's some painted stuff for you. Look at the nice painted figures. Awesome. Mine will never look like this. But they did paint up the figures there. So if you want to look at pretty art, you can. Then after that, we had an update that most people thought was going to be a Spider-Man character, and it wasn't. From looking at the comments and everything, it was not a Spider-Man character. So the update was called Don't Be So Negative, and what we got was not Mr. Negative, but Blastar from the Negative Zone. He was a goal at 2180k, and he is the first villain that we got as a stretch goal that wasn't an anti-hero and wasn't in a stretch goal, not a stretch goal box, an optional buy box, since day 5 on January 22nd. So we've literally, with this day 14 when he's revealed, so we literally went 9 days. Actually, no, he was revealed the day before, I'm pretty sure. So he was revealed on day 4, unlocked on day 5. So we actually haven't had a villain proper in the game since for 10 days at this point. So yeah, there is that. So at 2180k, they will unlock that with his 12 master plans, dashboard, 6 threats, and 1 negative zone card. So we'll kind of go through what he does here. Blastar is king of the negative zone and intends to trap the heroes in this otherworldly realm. I don't think he was actually king of the negative zone, but I might be wrong. Besides blasting them, Blastar can banish a nearby hero to the negative zone card whenever he bams. These exiled heroes lose any action tokens they may have and are effectively out of the game, being skipped in the turn order. The only way to bring them back into play is for another hero to go to a location with a negative zone portal threat and spend an action there. This means clearing all threats may not be a great idea. So if all heroes are banished to the negative zone, there will be no one left to rescue them and the game is lost. So kind of a different spin on the the Limbo card for Darkchild. So Like I said, you'll have this other zone, basically another card off to the side. And I do wish on the game mats that they would, when they do stuff like that, so when they're updating the mat, more of a way to entice us to get it if they would just put this stuff on the game mat. Now, the way I've got everything set up here, and I am looking into getting a better table and one that doesn't wobble, because this is just a cheap Walmart folding table. I'm trying to get something a little more sturdy that will fit in the room. But I have the one mat down, and then I will probably put the because I've got one, like I said, I got one neoprene mat here, and then I'll probably put the Marvel United um regular mat down. And if I'm playing like this and I just want everything facing one way, either because I'm playing solo or because I'm playing with a group that's on this side of the table, I'll probably put the purple side of the new mat in the middle of that, as long as it fits. So it's like layering up for winter. I'm gonna have 3 mats down on the table anyway. So, but I wish they would put for like the negative zone card here and the limbo card from Dark Child. I wish they would put down a spot designated in the mat for those things. Even for like the Fantastic Four card, where you're throwing the tokens, just somewhere where it's kind of like more visible on the mat, and even having spots for the, I mean, if they could, for the, what is it, the team decks and some of those other decks. I understand you're going to have a massive board, but yeah, I think because they're kind of trapped in that whole, like, we're going to make everything in a circle. If they did a larger square mat with stuff, that'd be cool too. But we know they're not going to do that. That'd be a cool thing though for the weekend. Be like, hey, we understand you. Yeah, you have it this way, but you know what? We can do a mat that is square and have stuff on it. That would be good. Simon, if you are watching me, I know you're not. That would be a cool idea to maybe give the option for a square mat. I would buy it anyway. I'd buy the circle one too. Anyway, back to things that are real. Blastar's Master Plan cards are filled with special effects that interact with the negative zone in various ways. He may use the portals to damage heroes or pull them into the negative zone, make it more difficult to bring back heroes from the negative zone, open new portals in the play area, accelerate his plan if all portals are in play, and even achieve victory immediately if there are still any heroes in the negative zone by the time he plays another turn. So that is going to be Blastar. A lot of people are also asking for his hair to be darker on the card art. I'm less familiar with this character because I admittedly did not read the Annihilation storyline or anything around Marvel Cosmic really at the time. So you could have shown me that was him and I would have agreed, would have been fine. But I've seen pictures of him with darker hair, and I think it would probably break up the artwork a little bit anyway. So, and he's got darker hair right there. Look at that giant, mane right there that he's got. Anyway, so that, I believe, looking at my list, is everything that was on the 31st. Then we got into February 1st, approaching the day of the groundhog the next day after that. But on the 1st of February, we got what I predicted we would get, another expansion. This did not come at 1 o'clock. This came more around 12:45, I think, is when I refreshed and saw it. But we got Stand Against Annihilation update number 65, as I think Jake pointed out or wanted or something like that, because this wasn't on my prediction list. Though I said I did want to have some sort of Annihilation stuff on there. Did I write it down? I probably didn't write it down, at least not in the way. No, it's on my phone. That's why I'm looking like an idiot right now. Yeah, I didn't write anything in my list about wanting to have an Annihilation box. I'm still way less optimistic about it, but I wanted to get a Ultimates box. At least that's what I predicted, bringing the Ultimates in. But Annihilation. So we have now the box for Annihilation, which there's not much to this box, and it's actually one of the not cheaper. I don't mean to say cheaper in quality, but it's one of the least expensive boxes that we have been offered. So here is Annihilation. It is only a $30 box. We do get a few interesting things with this, though. We get 4 hero pieces, 1 villain piece, 79 cards, 1 villain dashboards, 4 new locations, and 9 tokens, which are right here. So it's more tokens to go into tokens box, and I believe at the end of this update, they basically have to say where all this stuff is being found because it's all a mishmash now. So the heroes we're going to get are Quasar, Moondragon, Nova Prime, Thala Veil, and Annihilus. With all their cards, Annihilus's dashboard, master plans, and threat cards, 12 complication cards, 4 locations, the 6 Nova Core tokens, and 3 charge tokens. So complications, I'm going to kind of read through this. I read through it once. It was a day ago, and I don't remember fully what it is. I know it's just a it's kind of like the opposite effect from the Commander solo mode. As far as that mode's battle plans go, is what it says on here. So while the complications challenge is perfect for making the Annihilation battles as deadly as it can be, this challenge can also be added to any regular game, increasing the overall difficulty for players who have mastered the game or assembled a team of extremely powerful heroes. If you watch our gameplay videos, you will know that I especially did not master I've not mastered this game whatsoever. I don't know why you guys are listening to me. It's also ideally suited to be mixed with the new Commander Solo mode, acting as the evil counterpart of that mode's battle plan. I have not really been on Facebook or the comment section as much since this update came out, and I swear if people ask if this can mix with the solo mode or not, I might scream because it says right there in the first paragraph that it can be ideally suited to it. With a randomized deck of 12 unique complication cards, only 1, 2, or 3 cards should be added into specific points on the Shuffle Master Plan deck, depending on the difficulty desired. This ensures players will never know what's coming, and each match will feature a different combination of complications. As soon as complication cards show up at the top of the Master Plan deck, it must be placed face up next to the play area, immediately applying its unique effects. Heroes will need to contend with that complication card's effect as long as it remains face up. So this kind of goes into more of like what effects they have. Kind of saying like this is what these do, whatever. I did see a lot of people say that these complications should have been offered as a stretch goal. So you didn't necessarily have to buy this box to get it, but every box, especially like in season 1, every box kind of added in a new mode for the game. So I don't know why this box wouldn't have had a new mode. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy added in the Plan B mode, where you had to basically clear out more tokens and all the threats in order to pass the mission and whatnot. Spider-Man had that weird mode about concealing your secret identity with the phone tokens. I'm pretty sure Thor had a very watered down trader mechanic setup going on there. So I don't know why they would. I mean, maybe because it's being touted as the mirror for the battle plans in the Commander Solo mode. That's why people were wanting this as a separate thing. But again, if it didn't have this and all we were getting is Annihilus, this would kind of be a weak. It even almost seems like it is the weaker base box right here at the moment. Again, haven't played it. And this paragraph, I kept on hearing that the Fantastic Four was not that good, but I didn't have any problems with playing that, the games that we did play. So to each their own, but I do see people's reasoning why they want this as a stretch goal mechanic. But again, there would be no incentive to getting the box if they basically took the mechanic that they were introducing out of it and put it as a stretch goal. But we have our heroes. We have Quasar, Wendell Vaughn. Let's see. His Quantum Band's a starting hand card allows him to exchange actions for wild tokens every turn. However, Quasar cannot use wild tokens as long as that card is face up in the storyline. He may also generate quantum constructs, drawing extra cards, though if that's done while the Quantum Band's card is still face up, he must discard 1 card and gain a wild token. So he's got a couple of OP moves that then get nerfed immediately. So I do like this figure. I don't know how the best way is going to be to paint those stars and the cape, but we will eventually see. Then we've got Moon Dragon Heather Douglas. She possesses unparalleled psychic powers. This can allow her to use the actions of the 2 previous cards in the storyline during her turn, or forfeit actions to give corresponding action tokens to other heroes. So that will be pretty cool, to basically set up, to a point, other characters by giving them action tokens. So that is pretty cool. And she can also look through the master plan deck and put a card on the bottom if she needs to. Then we've got Nova Prime, Richard Rider. Everyone that was wanting him in the game can now be quiet, although I know people are complaining about the sculpt. They're probably a Moon Dragon sculpt too, because of the artwork. It has like all full armor and everything. And on the figure, especially because you can see a belly button there, it looks like she's got a midriff. But again, you can paint the thing however you want. If you need to paint some metal color in there to not make it look like she's wearing a midriff, go ahead and do it. Like, you can do whatever. It's a blue plastic miniature anyway, so it's, I don't know. Yeah. Nova Prime, Richard Rider is the quintessential Nova, channeling the Nova Force to perform whatever task is required of him. Many of his cards allow him to perform any action he chooses in adjacent locations, making him incredibly versatile. At the bottom of his deck is his ultimate move, allowing him to channel all the Nova Force he can muster to perform 3 wild actions in an adjacent location, though the strain immediately KOs him. That's at the bottom of his deck? The bottom of his deck. Yeah, I guess so. So that just sits there at the bottom. At the bottom of his deck, yeah. So I guess he puts a card at the bottom. So then we have Phyla Vale, that is her name. So she is able to absorb and focus amazing amounts of energy. Her Nega Bands starting hand card not only gives her a couple heroic actions, but also allows her to discard heroic tokens in order to shield her from damage whenever she needs a good thing. Her energy absorption can give her even more heroic tokens to either save others or herself. She can also wield her Quantum Sword to great effect, focusing her attacks on a single enemy. And then we have Annihilus. Annihilus has his plans of conquest and will waste no time executing it to its fullest extent. He starts with a pool of crisis tokens on his dashboard, depleting it as he KOs heroes and causes overflows. If they run out, annihilation is assured and the heroes lose. Annihilus's onslaught is devastating, attacking several heroes at once to advance his plan. His continuous Rebirth Master Plan card can make the hero's task almost impossible, as each one of them is played to the storyline, gives Annihilus backup health when he would be defeated. And then he's got his henchmen, Ravenous, and the Annihilus Seekers. While Ravenous hunts heroes over several locations, the Seekers deal them extra damage if they have cards with special effects in the storyline to make matters worse. Annihilus Master Plan cards can call for reinforcements from the Nega Zone, bringing back cleared threat cards. Woo! That is something right there. So if I'm reading that correctly, it looks like the threats can move. I don't know if I read that. While Ravenous hunts heroes over several locations. So I don't know if that's just him being able to affect the location across or the adjacent locations, or if that threat is moving around and you're kind of mixing the threats around. Don't know. You know why? Because I can't see the cards. I'm just conjecturing, speculating, any other word that says I'm guessing as to what can happen. But that looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. I can't wait to throw down with Annihilus. The locations in this set bring both Cosmic Aid and Cosmic Horror to the game. Arthros is Annihilus's homeworld and must be used as his starting location. If it's free of thugs, heroes can make a sacrifice to pull the villain to this location. Krelar allows heroes to discard a card in order to gain action tokens equal to the symbols on their top hero card. The Nova Corps headquarters is able to deploy Nova Corps tokens across other locations, protecting its civilians and preventing overflow effects. That is pretty cool. Finally, the planet-destroying Harvester of Sorrow should only be used if players want a greater challenge, as it accumulates charge tokens over time, causing additional master plan cards to be played face down every so often. Players can use its end of turn effect to delay that, but keeping the Harvester of Sorrow at bay can be dangerous distraction. So there is all of that. Now, these are the other updates they give you. That the plastic note that the plastic version of the Annihilation tokens will be included in the Multiverse of Plastic Tokens Kickstarter exclusive optional buy. So there is that. And then looks like for team decks, in the regular team decks, Nova Prime will be with the Defenders, and Nova Prime, Quasar, and Fela Vale, I don't know why I can't pronounce her name, are going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Moondragon will be added to the Infinity Watch. So that was announced. What today is today? Thursday. That was announced on Wednesday. Again, it seems like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are all the days we're going to be getting expansion content announced. So that was the Annihilation box. Now, as of yesterday, the only thing that was unlocked because of Annihilation, again, I don't know if that one was received as well as Civil War or Secret Invasion, but we did unlock Blastar from that. And then we finally get everyone's favorite master of the mystic arts, Wong. I know this was a big figure for a lot of people, especially all the MCU fans coming into this. Unfortunately, it finally gave them someone to that they recognize from the shows and the movies. So, but yes, we do get Wong, his real name, Wong. He is not only a master of mystic arts, but a consummate martial artist, doubling attack symbols he gets from the previous hero's card. Pretty much that's same as Captain America. His use of sorcery is often done in support of others. He is able to open portals to take them to any location, also allowing all heroes with him to go along. When he projects magical protective shields, he allows all heroes around him to ignore the first damage they would take. That's why everybody loves Wong. So, yeah, there is Wong right there. Now, as I said at the top of the video, Wong was unlocked. We have the money for him there. Let's see. Let's go over here. I'm going to hit the updates button. Actually, before I hit the updates button, like I said, so this... I'm enjoying this campaign so far. I will say Annihilation because I didn't read it. I didn't finish Secret Invasion for reasons. Everything in the first half of this campaign I've really enjoyed. As far as boxes with the Age of Apocalypse box, the characters that we are getting with the Inhumans from the War of Kings. Civil War was a big storyline for me. Again, I've got a lot of Secret Invasion stuff, never finished it. We're starting to get to boxes that not that I don't care about the storylines they're attached to, but they don't speak to me as much as like Civil War and Age of Apocalypse did. Age of Apocalypse was my first major comic event when I was a kid. And I was also a major fan of X-Men, so that's why that one spoke to me more. Civil War was one of the first major events, I think after House, it had been after House of M. First major Marvel events after House of M that got me into the greater Marvel universe at the time. Like I said, Secret Invasion, great story. Never finished it. Annihilation, never read through it. So some of these later, there are definitely, I understand, some deep cut characters in this campaign that a lot of people, especially coming from the MCU, are not going to know who they are. Like I said, a lot of the early half of this campaign between finishing up X-Men characters, Starjammer characters, all that kind of stuff. As we're getting into the cosmic stuff, I am starting to see less and less characters I'm deeply connected to, or recognize some of the characters even in the Annihilation box. I recognize the characters. I don't think I've ever really read anything with them. So like I said, I'm still excited for this campaign. Actually, and I'm kind of looking at it as a way of I can go back, especially through apps like Marvel Unlimited and that kind of stuff. I can go back and read through these stories and kind of experience what people are excited about for these. So I'm excited to do that. With that said, I'm going to hit the updates button and see if it refreshes the list. Update 67, the new and improved Goblin. So yeah, that's going to be the tease. That this Goblin character. Don't know who it is. I'm going to guess Hobgoblin is what I'm going to say with that one. It's either going to be Hobgoblin or some weird Harry Osborn version of Green Goblin. But you know what? I'm going to let you just go ahead and click on it and see what it is. I'm not going to click on it right now. I'm going to click on it as soon as I hit the off button. And I go through mixing up all the like and subscribe things. Yeah, I got to save something to most likely the Friday night update. So yeah, that is all for this video. So this is February, what does it say? February 2nd. Something's on, it's Groundhog Day. Oh, and it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Unfortunately, it is 4-0. And yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for staying with me throughout this whole video here. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, be looking out for those gameplay videos and unboxings sometime over the course of this weekend. I have no idea when they're going out. I don't have an official schedule or anything like that out yet. That is something I'm going to be working on once I get through this week of fun. That is me not working and have to go back to the grind next week. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.